I'm Christy with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Southern Properties in Denham Springs, Louisiana. I'm coming to you today to talk to you a little bit about things to do to get your house ready for pictures and our open houses. So first off, congratulations for making the decision to list your house. I know it can seem overwhelming to start. We're going to break it down for some of the things that you need to do in order to get your house ready for pictures. First, let's start outside. Especially with this nice weather, it's a lot easier to conquer that first. Minimal landscaping is what you're going to want. You don't want it to be too busy, don't want it to look like too much work. Weed the garden, weed the flower beds, get it clean, neat, ready to go. You don't want landscaping blocking your windows. You want to let that natural light in. You want to trim the bushes, weeds, remove, add any fresh mulch. You want a dark color mulch. So think a brown mulch or a red mulch, not a light pine mulch. It just shows better in pictures and things like that. You want to power wash your porches, driveways, sidewalks, and patios if at all possible. You can get somebody to come out and power wash. You can do a soft wash, get that cleaned up. It really shows in pictures when the driveways and things are grimy. You want to clean your windows. I know that's the last job that everybody wants to do, but you want those windows sparkling clean for pictures and for showings. Your front door should be clean and freshly painted if possible. Maybe some planters. It's fall right now, so mums would be nice there in the spring. You could maybe put some Gerber daisies. Brighten it up. You want it to be warm and welcoming when they first walk through the door, or when the video or the pictures of that front door really want to say, wow, this is where I want to call home. And last but not least, you want to clean, replace, or throw away any worn patio furniture. If it's not pretty, just go ahead and move it to the storage building or move it out of the way, because it's going to take away from the wonderful outdoor living space that you have. Next, let's go to the garage. The good news is most everybody is expecting you to have a garage full of stuff because you're moving. So you can put your things in the garage, store them in the garage. You want them to be packed neatly and stacked against the wall to maximize space. If at all possible. If you have a lot of stuff you've moved from inside to the garage, it's understandable, but if you have a 3-car garage, you want to be able to show that you have a 3-car garage. If you have a 2-car garage, you don't want it to be packed to the ceiling with things, and that way all they can look and be like, well, there's no room in this garage. So push things against the wall if at all possible. If you have a storage shed, go ahead and fill that up as well. And that way you have a nice, open, roomy storage area, garage, and so on and so forth. You want to sweep out any built up debris. Again, if you can power wash in there, that would be great. Not necessary in there because you don't want to mess up the drywall. But if you can sweep and keep that clean of junk and litter. And when you move out, your storage shed and garage will need to be totally empty. Don't leave things in or behind for the buyers. If they wanted your stuff, they would have negotiated that into the thing. Don't leave that for them. All right, now we're moving inside. This is always the fun part. The lockbox will go on the front door, so again, make sure your front door is open and appealing, painted, sanded, stained, fresh flowers, welcome home, however you want to do it. Make your front porch very appealing. Clear off your surface areas. Includes kitchen, bathroom, countertops, dresser tops, window seals, and nothing on the refrigerator. I know your kids are super proud of them, but go ahead and take their artwork off the walls or off the refrigerator. Take your school schedules off the refrigerator. Take shift work schedules off the refrigerator. Clean it. If it's stainless, make sure you wipe down the fingerprints and have it ready to go. Next, you want to hide power cords and cables. You know, if you have your TV mounted above the fireplace, but you have all these cables hanging down that can look kind of messy, wrap them, get something that puts them together, put them through the wall. You don't want lamp cords stretched across the house. You know, get those cables and cords for pictures put away. If you have to unplug the TV for pictures, unplug the TV for pictures, hide the cords, and you can plug it back in when the photographer leaves. Hide trash cans. There's nothing worse than trash cans in the pictures of houses, so put it to the side. If you have to, dodge the photographer with the trash can so they don't get it in the pictures, that's fine. Just make sure it's not in any of the pictures. Remove personal photos where possible. Take the pictures of the family off the mantle, hide them, stick them in drawers, put them under the bed. do what you need to do to kind of get rid of all those personal pictures, because I can tell you the first thing I do when I see pictures and photos, I'm like, ooh, do I know these people? It's going to distract from the pictures, and it's going to distract from people looking when they're in your house or for open houses. So keep that in mind. Take as much, depersonalize it as much as you possibly can. Remove diplomas and personalized certificates. Kind of the same thing with pictures. You don't want your full legal name printed, hung on the wall. Take those down, put them away, box them up. You can put them back out as soon as you have your new home. Declutter shelves and book built-in. So you don't want your bookshelves absolutely jam-packed full of 1980s encyclopedias, anybody? Take all of those down, leave very minimal knickknacks and books in those bookshelves, because if they're cluttered, they're not going to look as open and able to fill. So you want that to leave open. You want them to see all of the space that they're going to have to work with. Same thing with mantles. Clear those off, make them open and pretty. Buyers will look inside of your closets and inside of your pantries. Try to straighten those up and neaten them as much as possible. If you have some stuff that you're packing and storage, again, just kind of push those up against the wall. Make it as neat and presentable as possible. Floor of the pantry needs to be clear. You know, if you have pots and pans or small kitchen gadgets and things like that, pick all those up on the shelves, put them in a box. However, you want the floor to be nice and neat and open. Floral patterns don't photograph well. So if you have flower curtains or anything like that, take them down, swap them out for something neutral. If you don't want to invest in a new set of curtains, go get you a set of drop cloths from Lowe's or Home Depot, hang them suckers up with them little pinch curtain rod holders, and you're good to go. Also, if you have flowered wallpaper, you might want to consider painting over it, because it does not look good in pictures. If you have drapes or bedding that is kid themed or patterned, if it's solid on one side, flip it over. If not, consider ordering an Amazon Basics white comforter. I think they're like 35 bucks. Pick up a couple of those. For pictures, throw it over the top. When it's an open house or showing, just throw it over the top of your regular comforter. When you're done, take it up, pack it away. Have all your light bulbs matching. This is a big one that people don't realize. They may have like a blue light and a yellow light and an incandescent light all in the same light fixture, and it's like, oh, what's wrong with that light fixture? Why is that light yellow? So just swap them all out for the same color lights. You'll be glad you did. It looks better in pictures. Buyers notice it when they're walking through your house. Remove all the decor above the cabinets in the refrigerator. So those cabinets that you have that don't go all the way to the ceiling, don't load that up with junk. Take all of that stuff down, just like you did your bookshelves. Put it in storage for now. Now's the perfect time to get rid of what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of. Make those decisions now, so then when you're ready to move, you don't have to go back through all of that stuff. If it's not something that you love and it's not something that you want to keep, make the decision now to just go ahead and get rid of it. Do a final touch-up of appliances, baseboards, and window seals. Make sure you don't have any black marks and things like that. If you need to do a little bit of touch-up paint, go ahead and get that taken care of before pictures, because you would be surprised of the things that show up in pictures or the things that buyers notice in open houses and showings. So I hope this was helpful for you today. Again, congratulations on listing your house. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, Christy with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Southern Properties.